Hey, right, guys. I'm just doing a quick question I missed off from last night's live stream. Yeah, sorry about that. I realised what I've done. I basically didn't include it in the draft questions. You basically let me get the question up so I can explain what I'm talking about here. So here it is. Um, Here we go. So I'm waiting for the council to get back to me regarding a flat that is available to myself. My move-in date appears to be being ignored as council hasn't contacted me in time, even though I have called them 3 times this week, highlighting my panic regarding losing the opportunity. I'm full-time health sick. What law can I throw at them regarding my rights? Who pays the deposit in first month's rent when one is on full-time sick? So there's maybe a bit of information that I'm going to speculate on here. My guess is this person has already made a homeless application. Uh, if they haven't, they need to make a homeless application. And that might seem like a weird thing, but it's possible to have basically had a conversation with the council about rent deposit scheme or something like that. And actually, technically, or well, not technically, but in practice, they haven't actually accepted an application at all. Because effectively, with rent deposit schemes, they're discretionary. Councils don't have to like use them, but they basically used to house people and assist people where there's likely to be a full duty or whatever. Let me just sort of, I've just got some shit going on with my live stream here. Just bear with me a sec. Yeah, that's better. Right, yeah. Yeah, that's kind of what rent deposit schemes are for. So so in one sense, although it's in the council's interest to be really efficient here and help this person to move in as soon as possible, it's not guaranteed. And that's kind of why you want to focus on the homeless application and showing the council that you actually are owed a main duty or hopefully the main housing duty, as in you're homeless eligible, in priority need, not intentionally homeless, and local connections taken care of. So that's kind of, if you focus on that, then it's then in the council's interest to help you if you find your own landlord, because in one sense, a sensible, efficient council will, if someone brings the landlord to them, they'll want to engage with the landlord because it might be that landlord's got other properties that they might be willing to put forward for the council in future. So as I say, efficiency would mean that the council should do it, but it's not, yeah, it's not legal, right? So I would say in this situation like that, or in a situation like this, what you want to do is basically push the council to discharge their duties to you legally in terms of the homeless application, as in accept the application when they should do, make proper inquiries. If someone's on signed off sick, then yes, they may well be in priority need. And in one sense, if you can show the council you're in priority need, then there is going to be a duty to put a roof over your head, and that's why it's kind of in their interest to actually find alternative accommodation. So in terms of who pays it, it depends on the council. So some councils basically don't actually pay the deposit at all, but they guarantee it. So but what they basically say is we're not going to pay the money up front, but should you need to claim against the deposit later on, then the landlord can then claim the money back from the council. It's just, I guess, it's just a way of managing finances better. And also, councils can use various budgets, various pots of money to cover the first month's rent, that sort of thing. So they're all possibilities. Unfortunately, it's not unusual for this to happen, as in the council misses out on the opportunity to actually get a cheap outcome, an effective outcome, simply because they're just not organised and they're over, kind of over capacity and just in a bit of chaos. So in a situation like this, what I'd be doing is just basically going back, making sure the council's actually accepted the homeless application in the first place. Then probably what you want to do is look at what their view is on priority needs, making sure they've actually made the right inquiries, and ideally kind of line up your argument as well about intentional homelessness, because that will potentially come later. And you want to show the council that you're in priority need and not intentionally homeless at some point, because that's what motivates them to find these alternatives. So that's yeah, I think that's kind of the answer to the question in terms of what you can do. So just to say, guys, I know this is live stream. I'm not going to take questions today. So what you need to do is put the questions as a comment onto any video on the channel. I'll take them to the next week one. But yeah, that's what you want to do in this situation, is just to kind of motivate the council to do it. But you can't make them. There's no law you can throw at them that you have no right to be helped in this way. In this sense, you have a right to be helped potentially, but not in this particular way. You can't specify that that's what the council is going to do. So hopefully, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything I add to that. Um, it's going to hinge, I think, really on priority needs. Because if the council's position is you're not in priority need, then they're not motivated to help at all. They're not even motivated to help you kind of get a deposit and get in there in the first place. So that might actually be where the battleground is going to be, is showing that actually these health needs amount to vulnerability and therefore priority need that way. That's kind of what my answer would be on that. So yeah, sorry for missing the question on the last night's stream. As I say, I know I did it. I wasn't very organised. Um, but yeah, further questions, keep them coming on the videos on the channel, and I'll take them to the next one, which will be next Thursday. Alternatively, you can go and tune into Will Flaxman on Monday night, and I'm sure he'll take questions if there's time. So yeah, but for the time being, that's all I want to do today. Just want to cover that question because I told the person I would deal with it last night, and all further questions to come through next week. So yeah, hopefully see you then.